George Burns, born Nathan Birnbaum in 1896, was a legendary actor, comedian, and writer who left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. His career spanned over 80 years, during which he starred in films, hosted a radio show, and even released comedy albums. In the early 1920s, Burns formed a comedy duo with his wife, Gracie Allen. The pair became famous for their vaudeville act, which combined witty banter with physical comedy. They later transitioned to radio and television, where they continued to delight audiences with their humor. One of Burns's most memorable roles was in the 1975 film The Sunshine Boys, for which he won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He was 79 years old at the time, making him the oldest winner in that category. Burns also had a successful solo career, releasing comedy albums and appearing in films such as Oh God and Going in Style. He continued to work well into his 90s, earning him the nickname the Dean of Comedy. Despite his many accolades, Burns remained humble and down to earth. He once said, "I'd rather be a failure at something I enjoy than a success at something I hate." This philosophy, along with his talent and longevity, has made George Burns a beloved figure in the world of entertainment. George Burns was a beloved actor, known for his sharp wit and memorable performances. Among his many legendary works, which one do you believe defined his career? Was it his role in the classic film The Sunshine Boys, or his long-running comedy show with his wife Gracie Allen? Do you have a cherished memory associated with George Burns? Maybe you saw him perform live, or remember watching his movies and TV shows with your family. We would love to hear your stories and memories related to this classic star. Throughout his career, Burns brought laughter and joy to countless audiences, but there are also many surprising and poignant moments from his life that you might not know about. Keep watching to learn more about the man behind the laughs. From funny anecdotes to shocking revelations, there's so much to discover about George Burns. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. George Burns, born Nathan Birnbaum in New York City on January 20, 1896, was the youngest of 13 children. His parents, immigrants from Russia, instilled in him a strong work ethic and a love for entertainment. As a child, Burns found solace in performing, often singing on street corners for spare change. Burns' showbiz journey began in vaudeville, where he met his future wife and performing partner, Gracie Allen. They formed a comedy duo, with Burns playing the straight man to Allen's comedic character. Their chemistry was undeniable, and they quickly rose through the ranks of vaudeville, eventually making their way to Broadway and radio. In the early days of their career, Burns and Allen crossed paths with several influential figures in the entertainment industry. One such individual was Eddie Cantor, a popular vaudeville performer who took the duo under his wing. Cantor introduced Burns and Allen to influential producers and agents, helping to launch their careers. Another key influence in Burns' life was Jack Benny, a fellow comedian and radio star. Benny became a close friend and mentor to Burns, offering advice and support throughout their careers. Burns often credited Benny with teaching him the importance of timing and delivery in comedy. As Burns and Allen's popularity grew, they transitioned from vaudeville and radio to film and television. Their classic television show, The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, ran from 1950 to 1958 and remains a beloved example of early television comedy. Throughout his long and successful career, Burns remained humble and dedicated to his craft. He continued to perform well into his 90s, earning critical acclaim and numerous awards along the way. Burns' legacy as a comedian, actor, and entertainer continues to inspire and influence performers today. George Burns, a legendary actor and comedian, left an indelible mark on the film industry. Debuting in vaudeville, he later transitioned to radio, television, and film. His career spanned 9 decades, a rarity in Hollywood. In the 1950s, Burns co-starred with his wife, Gracie Allen, in The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show. This classic sitcom showcased their unique comedic chemistry and became a staple of television. After Gracie's retirement, Burns continued to act, even winning an Academy Award for his role in The Sunshine Boys at the age of 80. Burns' contribution to Hollywood extends beyond his acting. He was a pioneer in the entertainment industry, adapting to new mediums and technologies. He embraced radio, television, and film, proving his versatility and longevity. Furthermore, Burns' influence transcended his era. He paved the way for future comedians and actors, demonstrating that age is just a number in Hollywood. His impact can still be felt today, with his films and shows remaining popular. In essence, George Burns was a trailblazer who left an enduring legacy in the film industry. His contributions, both on and off screen, continue to resonate with audiences today. As a young boy, George Burns found solace in the warmth of vaudeville theaters. He was drawn to the magic of live entertainment and the laughter it elicited from the audience. At the age of 7, he discovered his passion for making people laugh. After borrowing a neighbor's black suit, he began performing on street corners, impersonating famous comedians of the time. This early taste of performing fueled his desire to pursue a career in show business. In his teenage years, he joined a traveling medicine show, where he honed his skills as a master of ceremonies and developed his unique comedic style. Despite facing numerous rejections and hardships, Burns remained persistent in his pursuit of a career in entertainment. His big break came in the early 1920s when he formed a comedy duo with Gracie Allen. Together, they became one of the most successful acts in vaudeville, eventually transitioning to radio, film, and television. Burns's passion for entertaining never waned throughout his 7-decade career, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and enduring memories for generations to enjoy. In the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, it's a common belief that only George Burns was permitted to break the fourth wall. However, in Season 1, Episode 15, Jack Benny, a guest star, also broke this barrier multiple times. The Sunshine Boys marked a significant turn in George Burns' film career. His Oscar win for this movie led to his participation in several Hollywood comedies during the late 1970s and 1980s, including Oh God, Oh God, Oh God, Book 2, Oh God, Book, You Devil, Going in Style, 18 Again, and Just You and Me, Kid. George Burns and Gracie Allen left an indelible mark on television history. In 1988, they were inducted into the Television Hall of Fame at the 5th annual ceremony. A carved sculpture of the duo can be seen on the eastern wall of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame's outdoor exhibit in North Hollywood. George Burns, born Nathan Birnbaum in 1896, faced numerous challenges on his journey to becoming a successful actor and comedian. Financial struggles were a constant companion during his early years. To make ends meet, he worked various odd jobs, including selling newspapers and shining shoes. However, his passion for entertaining never waned. During the 1910s, Burns began performing on the vaudeville circuit. Despite putting in countless hours and perfecting his craft, he encountered industry skepticism. Many people doubted his potential for success due to the oversaturated entertainment market, but Burns remained undeterred. To stand out from the crowd, Burns developed a unique comedic style characterized by self-deprecating humor and witty banter. He also formed a successful comedy duo with his wife, Gracie Allen. Together, they honed their act and eventually made their way to radio and television. Despite the odds, Burns' resilience and creativity paid off. He became a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, known for his quick wit and charm. Burns' career spanned over 80 years, and he continued to entertain audiences well into his 90s. Through financial struggles and industry skepticism, Burns persevered and left behind a legacy that continues to inspire and entertain. George Burns, the actor known for his role in the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, had a running gag where he would begin singing "I'd love to call you Rose, dear, but roses fade away," but never be able to finish. The song, titled I'll Buy the Ring, was later recorded by Burns on his album George Burns Sings. Interestingly, 30 episodes of the show have entered the public domain, including Lucy Gets Caught Up in the Draft and Lucy Meets Jack Benny's Account. Burns was a trailblazer in breaking the fourth wall, directly addressing the television audience in the show. He has stated that he was inspired by Thornton Wilder's 1938 play Our Town, but had already employed the same tactic in his first short film, Lamb Chops. This classic show, which aired from 1950 to 1958, remains popular today for its humor and groundbreaking format. George Burns, a seasoned actor, experienced a significant breakthrough in his career with the 1950s television show The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show. This classic sitcom showcased Burns' unique comedic timing and his undeniable chemistry with his wife and co-star, Gracie Allen. The show's success propelled Burns to new heights of fame and solidified his status as a beloved entertainer. In the 1970s, Burns experienced another career resurgence with his role in the film The Sunshine Boys. His portrayal of a grumpy, retired vaudeville performer earned him critical acclaim and a much-deserved Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. This recognition marked a significant milestone in Burns' career and cemented his place in Hollywood history. According to his peers and critics, Burns' impact on the entertainment industry was immense. His collaborator and friend Jack Benny once said, "George Burns was one of the most talented and funny people I have ever known." Critic Roger Ebert praised Burns' performance in The Sunshine Boys, stating, "George Burns gives a performance that is both hilarious and touching." Burns' ability to adapt to new mediums, from vaudeville to television to film, showcased his versatility and longevity as an entertainer. His contributions to the entertainment industry continue to resonate with audiences today, and his legacy as a comedic genius remains intact. George Burns, the renowned actor, is best known for his role as Al Lewis in the film The Sunshine Boys. In one of the few scenes where he appears without his usual hairpiece, Burns delivers a memorable performance. Moving on to the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, the first episode to be broadcast nationally from coast to coast was the Beverly Hills Uplift Society. At the time, television was still in its infancy, and coaxial cable had not yet been run across the country. As a result, viewers outside of broadcast range had to wait for kinescopes of new episodes to be shipped to their local affiliate stations. Now, let's delve into the departure of Fred Clark from the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show. There are conflicting stories regarding his exit. On screen, Burns explained that Clark had taken a role in a play and was unable to juggle both jobs. However, according to the authors of Say Goodnight, Gracie, the story of George Burns and Gracie Allen, Clark's wife, singer Benet Venuta, resided in New York City, and the strain of commuting from Hollywood on weekends proved to be overwhelming. In his third autobiography, Burns wrote that Clark was contractually obligated for one additional season, but demanded an additional $500 a week. Consequently, he was let out of his contract. George Burns, the renowned actor and comedian, had a unique approach to his work. He once said, "I'd rather be a failure at something I enjoy than a success at something I hate." This sentiment underpinned his artistic vision, as he consistently prioritized his passion for entertainment over fame or fortune. Burns' creative process was characterized by his ability to adapt to various roles and mediums. He started his career in vaudeville, later transitioning to radio, film, and television. His comedic timing and quick wit were always present, regardless of the platform. In his later years, Burns' signature style included his distinctive voice, trademark cigar, and sharp humor. He once mentioned, "Retirement at 65 is ridiculous. When I was 65, I still had pimples." This self-deprecating humor and willingness to poke fun at himself made him endearing to audiences of all ages. Personal experiences and worldview significantly influenced Burns' work. His Jewish upbringing and early life in New York City shaped his comedic perspective. He often incorporated his observations about relationships, aging, and the human condition into his performances. One of Burns' most iconic roles was in the film The Sunshine Boys, where he played an aging vaudevillian comedian. The character resonated with Burns, as he drew from his own experiences in vaudeville and his relationship with his comedy partner, Gracie Allen. In The George Burns Show and George Burns Comedy Week, Burns continued to showcase his comedic talents, often collaborating with other comedians and actors. His ability to work seamlessly with various performers, from young comedians to seasoned veterans, demonstrated his versatility and enduring appeal. Burns' impact on the entertainment industry transcended generations. His work continues to be cherished by older adults who remember his classic performances and younger audiences who discover his timeless humor. By stepping into Burns' world, one can appreciate the legacy of this multi-talented artist who left an indelible mark on the entertainment landscape. During the second season of the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, the actor, George Burns, made a significant decision. He realized that filming the show would be more practical than broadcasting it live. However, CBS refused to increase the budget for this change. In response, Burns invested his own funds and founded McCadden Productions, a company that produced not only this series but also many other television projects in the 1950s and 1960s. As a child, George Burns attended PS-22, but had to leave after the fourth grade due to economic reasons. Despite his humble beginnings, Burns' legacy in the entertainment industry remains significant. In the George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, Burns' lines were typed in an extra-large font, allowing him to read them easily. This small detail highlights Burns' commitment to delivering a polished performance, even in the face of personal challenges. Burns' foresight in investing in his own production company and his dedication to delivering a quality performance, despite his visual impairment, speak to his character and his passion for his craft. This classic show remains a testament to Burns' enduring impact on the entertainment industry. George Burns, a legendary actor, brought an undeniable charm and wit to the industry. His career spanned an impressive 8 decades, and he remained active well into his 90s. In the early days, Burns and his wife Gracie Allen formed a successful comedy duo. Their radio show, The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, was a hit, and they later transitioned to television with the same title. Their unique comedic style, characterized by clever banter and Gracie's absurd non-sequiturs, paved the way for many future comedians. After Gracie's passing, Burns' career took a surprising turn when he won an Oscar for his role in The Sunshine Boys at the age of 80. This marked a significant moment in his career, as he became the oldest person to win a competitive Academy Award. Industry experts and those inspired by Burns have praised his contributions. Film historian Janine Basinger commented, "George Burns was a consummate professional, a master of timing, and a true innovator in comedy." Burns' influence can be seen in various aspects of the industry. His ability to adapt to different mediums, from radio to television to film, showcased his versatility and willingness to evolve with the times. Furthermore, his impact on comedy is immeasurable, with many modern comedians citing him as an inspiration. In terms of storytelling, Burns' work often explored themes of friendship, resilience, and the challenges of aging. His performances served as a reminder that talent and humor are ageless, challenging ageist stereotypes and inspiring older generations to embrace their continued relevance. As we reflect on the legacy of George Burns, it's clear that his impact and influence extend far beyond his own career. His contributions to the industry continue to resonate, inspiring new generations of artists and leaving an enduring mark on the world of entertainment. In The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, George Burns encouraged his children, Sandra and Ronnie, to try acting. Neither child had dreams of becoming an actor, but they both appeared in small roles as a favor to their parents. After Ricky Nelson's success on his parents' show, Burns saw an opportunity to boost ratings and launch his son's career. He convinced Ronnie to join the show as a regular cast member. At the start of their partnership, Burns played the funny character, while Gracie Allen played the straight man. However, when Burns noticed that Gracie received more laughs, he decided to switch their roles. Later in his career, Burns starred alongside Walter Matthau in The Sunshine Boys. In the film, both actors played characters in their 80s, but in reality, Burns was only 79, while Matthau was just 55. Despite their age difference, Burns and Matthau had great chemistry on screen, delivering a classic film that has stood the test of time. George Burns, a legendary actor and comedian, led a life that extended beyond the silver screen. He was born in New York City on January 20th, 1896, and his humble beginnings in show business started when he was just a teenager. Burns's personal values and interests were deeply intertwined with his work. He was known for his quick wit, sharp humor, and ability to connect with audiences. These qualities were not only evident in his performances but also in his everyday life. Burns was a firm believer in the power of laughter and its ability to bring people together. Outside of his professional sphere, Burns was a devoted family man. He married Gracie Allen, his comedy partner, in 1926, and the couple remained together until Allen's death in 1964. Burns often credited Allen with much of his success, and once said, "I just wanted to make Gracie laugh. I never thought of the audience." Burns was also passionate about giving back to his community. He was involved in various philanthropic efforts throughout his life, including supporting the USO and raising funds for cancer research. In 1988, he established the George Burns and Gracie Allen Foundation, which supports various charitable organizations. One of Burns's most notable philanthropic efforts was his support of the Friars Foundation, a charitable organization that provides financial assistance to those in need. Burns served as the foundation's president for many years and was instrumental in raising funds for various causes, including medical research and education. Burns' personal values and interests were also reflected in his work. He was a strong advocate for free speech and often used his platform to speak out against censorship. Burns believed that humor could be a powerful tool for social commentary and often incorporated political satire into his performances. In addition to his work in film and television, Burns was an accomplished author and recording artist. He wrote several books, including Gracie: A Love Story and How to Live to Be 100 or More: The Ultimate Guide, in which he shared his insights on life, love, and humor. Burns also released several albums, including Welcome to My World and I Wish I Was 18 Again, which showcased his signature humor and wit. Burns' legacy continues to inspire and entertain audiences to this day. His work as an actor, comedian, author, and recording artist has left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, and his philanthropic efforts have made a significant impact on countless lives. As Burns once said, "I'd rather be a failure at something I enjoy than a success at something I hate." In the 1940s, George Burns' wife, Gracie Allen, expressed her desire to retire from show business. She was hesitant about venturing into television, but her husband managed to convince her. However, by the 5th season, Gracie had grown tired of television and was upset that George had been signing contracts for additional seasons without her consent. During the 8th season, Gracie put her foot down and demanded to retire. Despite this, George decided to continue the show, renaming it The George Burns Show, and retaining the cast of characters in the hopes that Gracie would change her mind. Sadly, she never did. The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show was initially produced by George Burns' own production company, McCadden Productions. When casting for the part of Wilbur Post, George chose Alan Young because he just seemed like the sort of guy a horse would talk to. Later in his career, George Burns replaced his best friend Jack Benny in the film The Sunshine Boys after Benny's death. His performance in the film earned him an Academy Award. This classic film is a testament to George's talent and versatility as an actor, even in his later years. George Burns, the legendary actor and comedian, left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Known for his wit, charm, and longevity, Burns' career spanned vaudeville, film, radio, and television. His classic comedy, The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, remains a testament to his comedic genius. For aspiring professionals, Burns offered invaluable advice. He once said, "I'd rather be a failure at something I enjoy than a success at something I hate." This sentiment underscores the importance of pursuing one's passion, even in the face of adversity. Burns also believed in the power of perseverance. He started in show business at a young age and faced many challenges along the way. Yet, he never gave up. His determination and resilience served as the foundation for his successful career. In terms of future contributions, today's aspiring professionals can draw inspiration from Burns' legacy. By embracing their unique talents and staying true to their passions, they can create work that resonates with audiences and stands the test of time. In the world of entertainment, success is often measured by fame and fortune. But for Burns, success was about finding joy in one's work and sharing that joy with others. As he once said, "Happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city." This humor and wisdom continue to inspire and entertain audiences to this day. Let's take a moment to appreciate the work of George Burns, a true icon in the world of entertainment. With a career spanning over 6 decades, this actor left an indelible mark on the industry. From his early days in vaudeville to his successful run in film and television, Burns' comedic timing and charm were unmatched. One of his most memorable roles was in the film The Sunshine Boys, for which he won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. His portrayal of a grumpy, retired vaudevillian actor was both heartwarming and hilarious. It's a must-watch for any classic film enthusiast. On the small screen, Burns starred in The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, which was a groundbreaking sitcom in the 1950s. The show was one of the first to use the live audience format and showcased Burns' natural comedic ability. But Burns' legacy extends beyond his own work. He was a trailblazer for future generations of comedians and actors. His influence can still be seen in the entertainment industry today. So, what do you think about George Burns' work and legacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrations of the creative spirits shaping entertainment.